forms with the help of right and left what brachiocephalic. Brachiocephalic forms with the help of
Internojugularis and subclavian.
subclavian. Here it is external jugular, here it
Anterior.
is anterior jugular. And you already know that one vein comes azygous vein. Here it is inferior vena cava, not necessary to draw. Next time, this is inferior vena cava, and here it is vena lumbalis. Vena lumbalis, which comes to vena cava inferior. Vena lumbalis. And vena lumbalis joined together with vena lumbalis ascendens, that is anastomosis between vena lumbalis, and they join together with vena lumbalis ascendens, that is right vein, and the same on the left side, vena lumbalis ascendens. On the right side, vena lumbalis ascendens joined with 12th intercostal, that is subcostal vein, subcostal, vena subcostalis. And from this place where subcostal veins joins together with right vena lumbalis ascendens, that is beginning of azygous vein, vena azygos. And vena azygos opens into superior vena cava. What opens in tributaries of azygous vein? First of all, look here, first, second, third, and fourth posterior intercostal veins, vena intercostalis posterior, they join together and forms vena intercostalis superior dextra, right superior intercostal vein, which receives 4 posterior intercostal, then 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th posterior intercostal veins directly opens into azygous vein. What else? Esophageal veins, vena esophagealis from esophagus comes to azygos. Vena pericardialis from pericardium. Vena bronchialis from lungs, vena bronchialis, and mediastinal veins. They are the same veins like visceral branches of thoracic part of aorta. Superior phrenic vein, vena phrenica superior, the same goes to azygous vein, vena phrenica superior. It is absent in your textbook, but it is also goes to azygous vein. Clear? Well, and look here, we have what? Left ascendens lumbar vein and left ascendens lumbar vein, the same joined together with left subcostal vein, and we receive hemiazygous vein, vena hemiazygos. And hemiazygous vein goes on the right side and opens into azygous vein. And hemiazygous vein, the same receive vena phrenica superior on the left side. It also receives 11th, 10th, and 9th posterior intercostal veins, and it also receives esophageal vein, vena esophagealis, and pericardiac veins, vena pericardialis. And on the left side, we have accessory hemiazygous vein, vena hemiazygos accessoria. Accessory hemiazygous vein sometimes opens into hemiazygos, and sometimes it goes to the right side and opens into azygos. That is 50-50. 50% it opens into azygos, another 50 into hemiazygos. What is here? Vena intercostalis superior sinistra from first, second, third, and fourth posterior intercostal veins on the left side, and vena intercostalis superior sinistra opens into hemiazygous vein. The same we have 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th, because 9th, 10th, 11th into hemiazygos, another 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th posterior intercostal veins goes to accessory hemiazygos. The same here it is, we have vena bronchialis, vena esophagealis, and pericardiac veins and mediastinal veins the same like here it is, clear? And posterior intercostal veins, vena intercostalis posterior, right and left, receives intervertebral. In the region of vertebral column, we have vertebral plexus, vertebral venous plexus, and blood from this venous plexus comes to posterior intercostal veins, vena intercostalis posterior. They receive blood from vertebral plexus, vena intervertebralis. That is all about azygos, hemiazygos, and accessory hemiazygos veins. Now some words about subclavian and veins of upper extremity. Veins of upper extremity. In upper extremity, we have two types of veins, deep and superficial veins. Deep veins are the same like arteries, and most of them are double veins. What is it? One artery has two the same veins. For example, we have in forearm arteria radialis, and near of radial artery we have two vena radialis, radial veins, two radial veins. Then we have vena ulnaris, and near of ulnar vein we have two the same veins, vena ulnaris. They are double veins. Vena radialis and vena ulnaris join together in cubital fossa and makes two brachial veins. Vena brachialis. We have two brachial veins, and two brachial veins join together and forms one axillary. Axillary single vein, the same like subscapular, subclavian, and axillary single veins. They are paired on the right side and on the left, but they are single. And vena brachialis, vena radialis, vena ulnaris, all veins, vena interossa anterior, vena interossa posterior, and veins on the hand, vena metacarpa, palmar, dorsal, common, digital, and proper digital. They are double veins, the same. They are the same like arteries, and they are double veins. They are deep veins. What necessary to know? The same like arteries. Most of them double. Except axillary and subclavian. And in upper extremity we have some superficial veins. These veins, what we can see under the skin, they are superficial veins. Clear it is. In lateral side, in radial side, we have cephalic vein, vena cephalica, and cephalic vein opens into axillary vein. In ulnar side, we have basilic vein, and basilic vein opens into brachial, into vena brachialis. Between cephalic and basilic vein, in cubital fossa, we have vena mediana cubiti. Vena mediana cubiti, that is most popular vein for what? Everybody gives blood from vein. Usually we use this vein, vena mediana cubiti, in cubital fossa, which join together cephalic and basilic vein. And sometimes we have vena mediana antebrachii. Vena mediana antebrachii usually opens into vena mediana cubiti. Sometimes it opens into cephalic or into basilic vein. That is variants of human anatomy. They are superficial, cephalic, opens into axillary, basilic vein into brachial, mediana cubici, vena mediana cubici between previous two, and sometimes vena mediana antebrachial. They are superficial veins of upper extremity. Some words about axillary vein. Axillary vein has the same inflows like arteries, for example, vena circumflexa humeri
lateral,
anterior, vena circumflexa humeri posterior, vena subscapularis, vena circumflexa scapulae, vena thoracodarsalis, cletis, and one vein which not correspond to arteries, that is thoracoepigastric vein, vena thoracoepigastrica, and this thoracoepigastric vein continues into vena thoracica lateralis. We have the same artery, and vena thoracica lateralis opens into axillary vein. New word for you, that is thoracoepigastric vein. It starts from subcutaneous venous plexus on anterior abdominal wall, and thoracoepigastric goes to lateral thoracic, and lateral thoracic into axillary. And last, subclavian. Today you already know that what? Vena jugularis externa opens into subclavian. Vena dorsalis scapulae, dorsal vein from scapula, vena dorsalis scapulae opens into subclavian vein. Oh, if you remember vena transversa coli, we have the same branch in subclavian artery, vena transversa coli. That is all. That is all. Yes. 3 veins, vena transversa coli, dorsal vein of scapula, and external jugular vein. Oh, sometimes anterior jugular opens the same into subclavian, not into external, but directly into subclavian. But you will answer that anterior jugular opens into external, and external opens into subclavian. Give me your textbook. Thank you. Veins of upper extremity. Here it is superficial deep veins, all of them describes axillary, thoracoepigastric, lateral thoracic, subclavian, dorsal scapular. Here it is absent in your textbook, absent vena transversa coli. It is good if you will answer this vein. And veins of the trunk, azygos, hemiazygos, accessory. Here in this diagram, it looks like accessory hemiazygos joined with subclavian. It is not so. That is, there is no communication between accessory hemiazygos and subclavian. It goes downward and opens into hemiazygos or directly into azygos vein. Veins of the
We have to draw next.
No. Just you finish at inferior vena cava till here. From here till here. My diagram only for your understanding.